student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millard & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millard & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to milwardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millward and Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millward and Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to milwardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central media journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook at Blue and Gold Network and on YouTube at KCHS Panther News. This stream is exclusively produced by media students.
Millward & Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millward & Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millwardandcastle.net.
Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Pineville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
The Mountain Advocate has been Knox County's most trusted news source since 1904. For the latest in community news, sports, and more, pick up a copy today or visit mountainadvocate.com. Thank you to the Mountain Advocate for featuring Knox Central Media Journalism students with print partnership and highlights of our photographers and more. Use code KC2025, that's KC2025, for 25% off a local print or digital subscription. Go Panthers. This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique.
Support the Knox Central Media students by following our social media outlets on Facebook.
So, welcome to the Panther Den for your 51st District Tournament action tonight here between the Knox Central Lady Panthers and the Lynn Camp Lady Wildcats. And tonight, Barville Lady Tigers will be taking on the Pineville Lady Mountain Lions. It's going to be two very solid games. And like I said, district tournament action. This is when it matters. Every team is 0-0 going into postseason play. So you're going to see a lot of good action from Steve Warren and his girls. And Lynn Camp, I'm sure, is going to come in with all they can to try and come out with a win and punch their ticket to the 13th Region Tournament. Emily, what do you think?
Yeah, obviously, like you said, both these games tonight, everybody's giving it 110. Nobody's slacking off. This isn't a game that you can just dust under the rug. This matters. This is where you get your ticket to the championship, where you get your ticket to the 13th region championship.
You want to play up at Corbin Arena, man. That's what you want to do.
This is where it starts.
This is where it starts right here. Not much else really to put it. It's a district tournament. It's postseason. It's here, and it ain't leaving for another week. We have, a student section out here tonight. We're going to have a lot of action from, Shelby Mills dropped 43 points against Knox County this past week. And, Lynn Camp, they're coming. Like I said, Lynn Camp's coming to this game. They got nothing to lose. They can go out here. We're hosting it. We have all the pressure. We have everything that everything's going against us right now. And Knox Central's got to come out here to win. If they want to play up at the Corbin Arena, that's where you want your season to progress. It's where you want to end up at. You don't want it to end at the Corbin Arena, but you want to get there. You want to be at that point, and you want to have a chance at that district title and that region title. So it's fun. It's basketball. It's district week. It's here to stay, like I said, and it's a fun time. District week is always a fun time. I remember my freshman year, it was posted at Lynn Camp, and our boys beat Pineville after Sawyer Thompson missed a floater as time expired, and that's probably one of my fondest memories in all of high school over the last 3 years is going to that district championship. And last year, you had a barn burner between Pineville and Knox for both games were barn burners. The girls' game, our girls were down 10 at half in the district championship against Pineville, and then you go and watch the boys' game, and the Panthers choke a 5-point lead with just a few minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and Sawyer Thompson and company get their only district championship they won, and the only district championship the Pineville's boys have won since 2007. So district week, anything can happen.
Yeah, that just goes to show you how easy stuff can change. Like you said, Knox home court advantage. They got the 1 seed, but a team can change in one night. They can decide to turn it on at any moment. The Lady Panthers cannot get comfortable where they are right now. They cannot think just because they beat Lynn Camp earlier this season that all of a sudden they have a ticket to the district championship. It doesn't work. This is a completely different environment.
And it's exclusive video coverage right here on Knox Central. On the Blue and Gold Network, we have exclusive video coverage. I know the big one is here. I believe Lynn Camp might be bringing some people. I know Barville might be bringing somebody, but it's right here. It's going to be right here. This is where you're going to watch it at. This is where, if you're wanting to stream it to your TV, you're going to be watching it on here. We do have YouTube as well that you can watch it on. It's going to be right here on the Blue and Gold Network.
Yeah, Mr. Matlock has been working. Man, this is what he lives for right here. District week, it's chaotic.
It's lock-in season.
It's a lot, but yeah, it's lock-in season.
As
and
Justin Matlock would say, it's lock-in season.
He's put a lot of effort into this, and obviously it's not just those of us who you see on camera who are behind this whole thing. Jackson Broughton down on the floor, Michaela Diamond, Emily Mills, they're all taking pictures. Blakely Castle will be joining later in the night after halftime.
Tech guy Chase Mills. Caleb Trent over here, Blakely Castle up behind me, Bailey Hubbard, Jackson Broughton down on the floor, Emma McDonald, and Michaela Diamond, everybody else down there. So it's not just me, it's not just Emily, it's not just Chase. There are so many other things going on right now that you guys don't know about, and you might never know about unless you look at the pictures. People like Chase, he's getting his flowers right now because we're shouting him out on the live stream, but Jackson, you'll just see him down there, and he does his thing. He does a great job at what he does. But I think we're going to go to the national anthem here. Blue and gold, it's the standard.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, This
Official colors from the Knox Central JROTC, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing until the color guard exits the gym playing floor.
Lady Wildcats are 6-17 on the season with 3 seniors for this girls team. Like I said, you know, they got a chip on their shoulder. Panthers got a hold of them 76-19 in the regular season action at Lynn Camp, and that's a big win for the Lady Panthers.
For the Lady Wildcats. Introducing first and forward, 0, Lauren Parton.
Lauren Parton recently got her 1,000th rebound, so 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds for her so far this season.
Lily at forward, number 34, Aubrey Holland.
So it's Lily Hanaz and Aubrey Holland.
At guard, number 2, Bella Fox.
Bella Fox.
And at guard, number 3, Linda Lawrence. The Lady Wildcats are led by Janet Jones.
Jalinda Lawrence also for the Lady Wildcats. And we're going to cut the lights in Steve Warren's Lady Panthers. Sure, you'll have Shelby Mills, Kaylin Smith, Kenzie Hensley, and Shelby Smith, and Kylie Smith has been good starters so far this season.
Up for the take on, number 14,
And again, Shelby Mills just recently entered the 2,000 point club. And you don't get it without coming out here every night and wanting it. Kenzie Hensley and Shelby Smith are back in action, as well as Kaylin Smith and Kylie Smith.
I know Shelby Smith and Kylie Smith are playing. They were on the bench for that 51st district tournament last year, but they didn't start. So I believe this is the first start for Kylie, Shelby, and Kaylin. I believe Shelby Mills and Kenzie Hensley both started those district tournament games last year. So this is their first start in a postseason game. It's going to be a good one here, folks. It's postseason. Here it is. We're about to tip off for a very hectic week of action. It's going to be very stressful on a lot of different people.
Yeah, again, you never know who's going to come out here and decide that they're going to put it all on the line and they want it more than the other person, because that's all it takes.
All it takes is one game. All it takes is one bad game. If you're not hitting one night or you're not able to play defense one night, that's all it takes. Lauren Parton trying to tip off for the Lady Cats.
We have a little senior freshman here at tip-off. Again, Knox Central, a very young lineup.
As Jalinda Lawrence almost comes away with it for the Lady Cats. Hensley over to Shelby Mills. Drives right, floater, no good. Aubrey Holland comes away with the rebound. It's going to be Lily Hanais driving on the right side on Shelby Mills. Almost loses her footing, gives it back over to Holland. She hands it off to Bella Fox. Fox back over to Hanais. Doesn't take the screen from Parton. A backdoor cut from Holland doesn't get open as Fox fakes the three in the corner. Hensley guarding Parton as Parton's going to pass it out to Jalinda Lawrence. Lawrence for two off the backboard. Kylie Smith with the rebound. Now it's Hensley. Shelby Smith had an open three right there, but now it's Kylie Smith. So set something up at the KC for Shelby Smith. Now it's Kenzie Hensley.
Kaylin Smith calling down in the paint for it, and she's going to get it and go up for two, but no good.
Back-to-back no good layups on the right side for the Lady Panthers. No scoring action here in the first minute of the 51st District Tournament. Holland drives on Kaylin Smith and doesn't get anything to go, as there will be a scramble for it on the floor. No jump ball. Kaylin Smith comes away with it and gives it over to Kenzie Hensley, who go the other way. Goes with the right-hand layup. That is no good once again. Three straight right-hand layups, no good for the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, this doesn't happen often, but this is exactly what we were talking about. One game of shots not falling as Kaylin Smith's going to rip that away, but they're going to call a walk.
Yeah, they're going to call a walk on Kaylin Smith right there. She just kind of fell down as she grabbed the ball away.
But again, they're going to call a timeout, but nearly a minute in, no points scored.
Absolutely. Blue and gold, it's the standard.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more.
So your 51st District Coach of the Year for the girls was Steve Warren of Knox Central. Player of the Year was Shelby Mills of Knox Central. Newcomer of the Year was Katie Hammondtree for Pineville. And the all-first team was Mackenzie Hensley of Knox Central, Rachel Howard of Pineville, Shelby Mills of Knox Central, Lauren Parton of Lincoln, and Kaylin Smith of Knox Central.
And that ball is going to be hit out of bounds by Kylie Smith, so it's going to stay with Lincoln.
6:25 to go, still no scoring. Fox inbounds it to Holland. Holland's jumper, no good off the side of the backboard right there. She knew it wasn't good as soon as it left her hand. She started running back on defense. There's Shelby Smith on top of the key. Now it's Kaylin Smith who flashed high over to Hensley for three. No good. 0 for 4. Lady Panthers are now Lincoln 1 for 5. Still only 20% field goal percentage so far for the Lincoln Lady Panthers. 6:05 to go. Lady Panthers lead 2-0. Free throw is good. First scoring action comes in just a little under 2 minutes of play. Panthers get their first scoring action of the tournament.
Kylie Smith's going to steal that one away. Almost loses it, but she's going to stay with it over to Shelby Smith. And up and in.
Nothing but net right there from Shelby Mills.
No doubt about that one. She knew that was in from the moment it left.
And it looked good all the way through up here. Bella Fox turns the ball over once again. Panthers finding their rhythm. She's going to go for a layup, and it is good. In the span of 30 seconds, your Panthers have been on an 8-0 run. Timeout Lincoln, a big run to separate themselves between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Wildcats. A big run right there. I cannot stress that enough. And it's blue and gold because it's the standard.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students.
Panthers finished their regular season action 20-5 on the season. Lady Wildcats seeking their 7th win of the season as Lauren Parton fumbles it away and gives it over to Kylie Smith. Now Tinsley crossing the timeline, drives right side on Hanais, and the layup will go. Now a quick double-digit lead for the Lady Panthers with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and back to what we were mentioning earlier, all it takes was one play. All it took was that one and one by Kaylin Smith.
Yeah, they found their footing right after that.
And they got all the momentum back.
Tinsley kicks over Smith on the wing. Now it's Kaylin Smith with the layup. 12-0 run over the last minute and a half for the Lady Panthers. Hanais over to Fox. It's going to be a travel once again. It's the little mistakes like that that'll kill you. Now Hensley with it. There's Shelby Smith. Down to Kaylin Smith. Kaylin Smith gets another layup on Hanais.
And Kaylin Smith is working the paint tonight. Obviously, she had to transition about mid-season because Maggie Gibson went down to it with an injury, an ankle injury.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Kaylin Smith down there. She shoved Lauren Parton in the back, and that will result in a foul. The first foul for the Lady Panthers so far this quarter. Foul count 1-1. Only 2 fouls called so far. It's interesting, but Lady Wildcats have already called 2 timeouts. It's going to be Destiny Chancellor and Brianna Morgan checking in for Lady Cats as well.
Brianna Morgan, an 8th grader. So she is the first middle school action that we're seeing on the floor tonight. Obviously, Karis Frederick will probably check in at some point.
Holland's 3 is no good as Kaylin Smith comes away with it. Now it's Hensley. Hensley crosses over to her left and takes the left-hand layup, but it'll be no good. Nick Cole needs to get it figured out down there. DJ Coltrane, as it's another turnover for Lynn Camp. Hensley on the ball on Shelby Mills for a wide open 3. Got it! 17-0. Lady Panthers lead the Lady Wildcats. And almost another turnover for us right there, but I believe it will be a turnover. No jump ball called. It would have went Lynn Camp's way. Shelby Mills goes up for it. No good. Kenzie Hensley. Shelby Smith wants a jumper of her own. Not enough. That's going to be a jump ball right there with 3:18 to go.
Again, Shelby Mills with a big 3 in the corner, man. I don't even know if there's a more dangerous shooter in the 13th region, boys and girls.
Absolutely. Holland's layup will be good. The first points of the night for the Lady Cats. Big layup right there from the sophomore.
Nice pass there by Mills as Kaylin Smith has another 2 points down there.
Man, she just threaded the needle right there as the Lady Cats take their 3rd timeout of the game in just 5 minutes of action. Blue and gold, it's the standard.
Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Palmville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789. Bombshell Beauties, located on Knox Street in Barberville, offers a wide variety of women's clothing, shoes, accessories, hair products, and lash extensions, and much more. Also, visit their Palmville location in downtown. Find them on Facebook at Bombshell Beauties or give them a call at 606-546-4789.
Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs. Pharmacy supports Knox.
19-2, Lady Panthers lead. 2:51 to go here in the first quarter. It's Hanai's bringing it up. Tries to spin on Mills, half spins, goes the other way, left side, and loses it. Hensley fakes the shot over to Shelby Mills for three.
Hey, she got it! Woo!
There's another one from the junior. 22-2 with 2:22 to go here in the first quarter. If that would have been the second quarter, that would have been great.
I know, Latu's there.
That's going to go out of bounds off the Panthers.
Checking in for Lady Wildcats, number 3, Bella Fox.
As Bella Fox is going to check into the game for Aubrey Holland.
And just another reminder, during halftime, we're going to get Kim Mays on here for a little interview. So be sure to tune into that. As well as post-game, which will be posted after, I believe, both games are finished.
Holland inbounds it to Parton, hands up defense from Smith, but Shelby Mills comes away with it. We go left side, goes up for it and gets fouled. That's Hanai's second of the night. Sorry, that will go against Brianna Morgan.
And Shelby Mills is going to take her first trip to the line tonight.
I thought Hanai's was on the contest right there, but Brianna Morgan ends up coming away with it. Now it's going to be the freshman and the eighth grader checking in for the freshman and the sophomore. Gambrel Garrison and Karis Frederick checking in for the Lady Panthers. Lane violation. Lane violation gets Karis Frederick, no basket. And the student section's full tonight compared to what usually is. That first round girls matchup is usually never full, but tonight we got a big night so far.
They all wanted to come out and wear them togas they all have.
Because everybody has a toga in Knox County. As Destiny Chancellor are going to come away with it, 23-4. Panthers still lead.
And Mills is going to take it, and it's
good! My goodness!
And that was just in the eye of Lynn Camp.
I don't even know what to say right there. I believe maybe her fourth or fifth three of the night so far. Parton goes up with it, no good off the backboard. Kaylee Gambrel Garrison skips up to Shelby Mills.
She's going to shot for it!
Check!
Oh, just about had it, and Karis Frederick almost went up for it.
Definition of a heat check. Long two from Kinsey Hensley falls no good. Karis Frederick almost comes away with it. But yeah, that's the definition of a heat check three right there. Hanai's is rejected by Kylie Smith.
Number 3, Jamaica Horton.
Now Gambrel Garrison, the freshman, going to take the ball up the court for the Lady Panthers. Kylie Smith drives up the left hand, no good, but Karis Frederick comes away with it. Now it's Kylie Smith. Hensley looks like she wanted three of her own, but she doesn't take it. Kylie Smith goes up for it, no good once again. Lawrence airballs that three right there. Now it's Shelby Mills coming the other way.
It'll be a foul call on the floor.
Foul on number 21, Vivian Hanai, her first.
Her first. I thought that first foul that when Kaylin Smith got that and one was on Hanai's, but I guess not. Yeah, they're going to call that on the floor. Shelby Mills. Whew, a little behind the back pass right there as Hensley comes away with the 10-foot jumper.
Man, that pass looked cool, but I believe it was just out of necessity as she almost lost her dribble a little bit.
And as Shelby Mills almost comes away with the steal right there, it's Bella Fox. Has just a miscommunication right there between Fox and Hanai's as Shelby Mills goes up for the layup, and that one's good. And that will end the first quarter. Lady Panthers lead 30-4 as Hanai's almost took out a Lynn Camp cheerleader down there. But we're going to go to an ad break here. Blue and gold, it's the standard.
We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Trosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home. The hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
And we're placing in Knox Central, Class 4A regional champion.
All you have to do is ask yourself.
Kenzie Hensley will inbound for the Lady Panthers at the beginning here of the second quarter. Lady Panthers lead 30-4. Gambriel Garrison kicks it over to Hensley. Hensley fakes the drive, gives it over to Shelby Mills. Crosses over on Jalinda Lawrence, but gives it down to Kaylin Smith, who gets the layup to go. A fierce contest right there from Holland. As almost another turnover goes right there, but I believe Karis Frederick and Kaylee Gambriel Garrison both kind of knocked it away from each other right there. Jalinda Lawrence inbounds it to Hanai's. Hanai's floater. This is an interesting shot right there as Lauren Parton gets her own rebound twice.
Yeah, you don't join the 1,000 rebound club without being able to get some down low. And, I mean, you can say whatever you want about the score right now, but those little rebounds down low, she got, what, 2, 3?
Yeah.
You can't let those happen if you're Knox Central.
Absolutely. 7:10 to go here in the half. Lady Panthers lead by 26. Lauren Parton gets it stripped away by Kaylin Smith. And see, Kaylin Smith for the elbow jumper, no good. And Holland will come away with the rebound. Now it's Bella Fox, but Hanai's ends up coming away with it for the Lady Cats. Crosses the timeline, guarded by Shelby Mills. Hanai's layup, no good. Out of bounds on Lauren Parton will be Lady Panther ball.
Shelby Smith and Kylie Smith are going to check back in here.
So now, again, 3 Smiths on the court for the Lady Panthers. Kylie Smith drives baseline, right-hand layup on the left side, does fall. 28-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Now it's Bella Fox for three. No good. Way too long off the backboard. Kaylin Smith comes away with the board. Kylie Smith over to Kaylee Gamble-Garrison. Karis Frederick tries to come away with it in the post but can't get it as Aubrey Holland corrals it in. Hanais kicks it out to Jalinda Lawrence. Lawrence floater, no good.
Karis Frederick's going to fight for that rebound, and Gigi's going to bring it up. And
Gamble-Garrison
all the way with it. No good.
Shelby Smith offensive rebound as it's going to be out of bounds, Panther ball. They're letting these girls play. I believe only 2 or 3 fouls called the entire game, and a lot of these are usually fouls on both ends. Smith's going to want 2, and she gets it. Now a 30-point lead for the Lady Panthers.
Kaylin Smith, I believe, has 10 or 12 at this point. I believe that is the first 3 to fall for Lynn Camp.
That is.
Big
Bella
3.
Fox. Bella Fox with a good basket right there.
Gigi going to take it all the way to the hole for a little 2 there.
Nice little floater off the backboard to extend that lead back up to 29. Basket no good. Kylie Smith brings it in, but she not really going into a transition bucket. She's going to kind of set up shop there at the half-court line, but try and drive it in, and she ends up giving it to Kaylin. Gamble-Garrison back over to Shelby Smith. And she is rejected right there.
Checking in for the Lady Wildcats, number 15, Bree Morgan.
Brianna Morgan checking in the game. Kaylin Smith, Shelby Smith, jumper, no good. Kaylin Smith with the offensive rebound, good board. And way to get on the glass right there by Kaylin Smith, and comes back up, doesn't come down with it, just keeps it in the air and puts up the layup. Makes it 40-9, Lady Panthers lead.
Kaylin wanted that ball right there, but Kylie Smith's going to get a hand on it. It's going to be jump ball.
Possession arrow Lynn Camp. Oh, they're actually going to call a foul on Kylie Smith.
Timeout, Lady Panthers. We'll give you 30-second timeout.
And Steve Warren going to call a 30-second timeout.
Panthers take their first timeout of the night, and it will be a 30-second timeout. Blue and gold hits the standard.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com. Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com. Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to
Coming back from the break here at the Panther Den, it's 40-9. Lady Panthers lead with 4 minutes and 17 seconds of action to go here in the half. Emily, what do you think so far?
I think that Knox Central had a slow start. They had a bit of a run where they couldn't get anything to fall, but Kaylin Smith, obviously, grade A and 1, and she's been an anchor for this team during this game. Shelby Mills had, man, the one she had right there about at the volleyball line, that was just a crazy heat check.
Sure, Gamble-Garrison's going to come the other way with it. Shelby Smith, now it's Kaylin Smith, driving right side on Parton, sophomore on the senior, and gets the bucket to go.
The Knox Centrals just came out there and they showed that they want this. They don't want to take it easy. They don't want to just coast to the region tournament. They want to make a statement.
Holland with it at the top of the key, gives it down to Destiny Chancellor. Chancellor comes away with it as Kylie Smith tried to contend it, and Hanai is going to be fouled on the floater.
Foul on 22, Shelby Smith at first. 2 seconds on the line, 2-2. 21, Billy Hanai.
That'll be Shelby Smith's first foul of the night.
Gets the first one to go. Cuts the lead down to 32.
And Hensley and Shelby Mills are going to check back into the game here. And the second one is also good. Kenzie Hensley going to bring it up for the Panthers.
Hensley gets a screen from Karis Frederick. Now it's Shelby Smith driving the right side. Guarded by Chancellor. Tries to kick it out to Shelby Mills, but Brianna Morgan tips it away. Karis Frederick wanted it, and she won't get it. But as Kenzie Hensley and Karis Frederick, looks like maybe she caught an elbow from Kenzie Hensley going up for that rebound, but she wanted it. She wanted the layup on Chancellor. As looks like Karis is holding her eye. And Shelby Smith comes away with it. No contest from Hanais as that layup will go. As the 8th grader is swarmed right there. No help for Brianna Morgan as Gabriel Garrison goes up with the layup, and it is good.
Knox Central playing great defense here in the second half. Not second half, second quarter.
A foul going against Knox Central.
Foul number 15, Karis Frederick, her first team third.
It's Karis Frederick's first of the night as Kylie Smith will check in for her. Bella Fox into Hanais. Hanais jumper no good off the side of the backboard. Fox with the offensive rebound. It's going to hit off of Hensley and be Lynn Camp ball. Parton is good off the glass. 2:18 to go. Lady Panthers lead the Lady Wildcats 46-13. Gabriel Garrison, jumper long two. Some say the worst play in basketball, the long two, but Gabriel Garrison gets it to go 48-13. That's Fox. Get the screen from Hanais. Gives it right back to her. Spins around. Fox tells her to go the other way and give it to Holland. Holland gives it down to Chancellor. Chancellor's layup is good off the glass.
A little bit of a size mismatch down low as Hensley was doing her best to guard one down there, but
Chancellor gets the foul. As the KC Crazies have started the I Believe That We Just Won chant with a minute 34 to go in the second quarter. Hensley misses the first free throw. Makes the second one. Parton goes up for it, but it's rejected by Shelby Smith and will be fouled on the floor.
Foul number 21,
Kaylin Smith's second foul of the contest.
corrected foul is on number 22, Shelby Smith.
Sorry, we'll be on number 22, Shelby Smith.
long two no good by Linkamp, and Shelby Mills is going to take it all the way for two.
Linkamp is in the bonus. So you got to hope that you're driving a whole lot more on the Lady Panthers. I'm honestly surprised that Shelby Mills has checked back into the game. I feel like you just kind of let her sit out this one. Gabby Pilarski and Chloe Broughton checking in for Shelby Mills and Kinsey Hensley. All freshmen and 8th graders right now. Nice. As it's stolen by Kylie Smith. Goes the other way with Gambriel Garrison. Gambriel Garrison layup, no good. But it is a foul on Lincoln. Chancellor's second of the night.
And Kaylee Evans and Jenna McCreary are looking to check in here for Knox Central.
Like I said, all freshmen and 8th graders for the Lady Panthers.
Second one good.
Number 20 is not listed on the KHSAA roster as the jumper is no good.
And Broughton's going to throw it in here to Gambriel Garrison. With about 30 seconds left.
Gambriel Garrison almost, it looked good from up here, and then it didn't even get the rim right there. She's usually a very good shooter from beyond the arc. An uncharacteristic miss from Kaylee Gambriel Garrison.
Three no good. Bron's going to come away with the rebound.
It's going to stay with the Lady Panthers. Gambriel Garrison has 7 seconds left with the ball in her hands. Drives left side, kicks it out to McQuarrie. Now it's Broughton. Pilarski. They don't get a shot off as she makes the three, but it's going to be no good. Here at the half, Lady Panthers lead 53-15. A big lead right here. Nothing else really to say. A 38-point lead going into the half. You're Coach Warren. What are you thinking, Emily?
I mean, at this point, Knox Central pretty much should have this game as long as they stay up. So if I'm Coach Warren, I'm letting my starters sit out a little bit. I'm putting in these younger girls, letting them get minutes because Knox Central already has a very young team, and if they can get these girls some playing time in moments like this, in an environment like this, then that could really benefit them going forward.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to go to an ad break. Blue and gold, it's the standard.
We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks of life. From the hollers of Artemis and Prosper to the mountains of Flat Lick and Stinking Creek. The Cumberland River flows through our old Kentucky home. The hills of Cannon and Girdler to the familiar streets of Barberville. Our legacy depends on Knox Central. We are one county, united by one school, with one vision.
Knox Central Panthers back to Rupp Arena. 3 years in a row, folks.
We all have a home at Knox Central.
Takes it in, Knox Central, Class 4A regional champion.
All you have to do is ask yourself, why not KC?
Thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique for supporting this stream. Established in 2017, specializing in embroidery, screen printing, DTG, DTF, and boutique clothing. Find them at 1263 US 25E in Barberville or call them at 606-620-4002. Find them on Facebook at Golden Girls Monogramming and
Milton
Boutique.
Castle, your auto accident attorney, located on the Court Square in Barberville, provides law services for personal injury, criminal defense, nursing home neglect, and auto accidents. Millward and Castle has been practicing law in Knox County for 25 years. For more information, call them today at 606-546-5114 or go to millwardandcastle.net.
And welcome back to the Blue and Gold Network. I'm Emily Jordan. I'm here with Kim Mays, class of 1990.
I'm old.
I know, I said, and I was like, man, does she want that out there?
It's been a while.
But we are here in halftime of our girls basketball team, first round of the 51st District Tournament. The score as of right now is 53-15 Knox Central. Kim, how do you feel so far in this game?
These are the kind of games where you just got to come out and take care of business. And it looks like they've done that tonight, so that's good.
You can't say it any better than that. I mean, you know, looking at what these girls have had previously in this season, I mean, they came out, I believe the score last time they played was 79-76 to just 19.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you kind of knew what you were getting here, but I am proud that these girls didn't quit. They didn't come in and play sloppy and joke around for a lot. They came out here and they got the job done.
Well, it's that time of the year, you know, you got to focus and you just got to, like I said, you got to take care of business. And, you know, unfortunately, Lynn Camp is our first step to bigger things, hopefully, this year. So we'll just take it one game at a time.
But as you're saying, the bigger things, what are your plans, what are your hopes for the region tournament with this team? Because I think these girls have all the potential in the world to go really far in the region tournament.
I think we do have a good chance this year. We're going to miss our big girl, of course, Maggie. You know, she's not been with us all year. But we've learned to adapt, and people are playing different roles, and I think they've come with experience with that, and so we'll see what happens in the regional tournament.
Yeah, I agree with you, Maggie. Me and Harrison were talking earlier about how a lot has changed and how quickly things can change within the landscape of not just the district tournament, but just in one season, because obviously Maggie went down about mid-season, maybe a little earlier.
No, it was early.
Was it really early?
The WYMP tournament, it was like the first couple of ball games.
Yes, you were right. Yeah. I was thinking a lot of the summer games, too, that Maggie was a big part of, but, like, you take that team and then you take a very key component out of it.
Yeah.
It can destroy a lot of teams, but Kaylin Smith has been somebody who's really learned to step in and take on a new role.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't know what we should call it, maybe the poster of Knox Central basketball, Shelby Mills. I mean, talk a little bit about her. She's had a fantastic junior season.
Yeah, she has. She's had a nagging injury that she's been dealing with the whole season, and they say the only thing that can cure it is rest. Well, there's no rest for her right now. Right now is when she needs to really focus, and, you know, sometimes I have to refocus her. She is a teenager, but she always plays hard.
And you can see that, like, in a lot of games like this, you'll see big players. They'll come out and they'll kind of ease it, and they'll go through the motions, and she'll be out here. I was watching her on defense, and you could tell she just had in her eyes she wanted it. She wanted every ball. And
Well, she knows better than to slack off, because I won't let her.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that, because I was looking at something. Do you know how many points you averaged your senior year?
41.
41. Shelby just Friday had her career high, which was 42, 43.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you a question about that, because to me it's really interesting how much the game has evolved, especially within girls basketball. Yeah. There's a lot more competition. There's a lot more, like, players have adapted to the point where they're not. A lot of times you would see teams who would have a big player, or you'd have a team who ran everything. Now, a lot of things are really even now. What do you think about that?
Well, when I played my senior year, we were extremely young. I was the only senior. We started a senior, a junior, a freshman, and 2 8th graders. So I had to do it. I didn't have a choice. I had to do it. So that's the reason why I scored 41 points a game. Shelby's got some help.
Shelby does have a lot of help.
And that makes it easier on her and on everybody else. Because when you have more than one person that can score, then, you know, the other team can't just focus on one person.
Yeah, like you said, like she's got plenty of girls down there who can. You don't want ever somebody to have it all on them.
No.
Because everybody's going to have a bad game.
Everybody's going to have a bad game.
You're going to have days where your shot isn't falling. You're going to have days where it's like, man, that's a layup. That's just like, just going through the motions, but it's just not working.
And Shelby's really learning this year. She's really adapted very well, but most teams that we face are face guarding her. They're boxing one in her, and she's not used to that. You know, that was always Hallie last year, and Shelby was the one that was freed up some. This year, that role has changed. So learning how to play, from experience, learning how to play against a boxing one, it's a change. It's a change.
Which you can even see, like, I think kind of when that first was coming up and she was learning how to adapt with that, she was not necessarily trying to play the same way as she was last year.
Yeah.
But now you can see she's doing a lot of baseline running. She's beating the girls who are trying to chase her.
Well, and that's due to coaching too. So those plays are called from the sideline, and I see that, and I know that. I know enough basketball. I can see when the plays run, but that's what has to be done to free her up. Or she'd just stand out there on the sideline, you know, and just stand there with somebody in her face. So they'll run a play, you know, and they've been doing better about getting the ball to her when she's open. But like I said, there's other weapons this year too.
Yeah, I mean, you can see just in the way these girls play with each other. I can see all these girls, they like each other for one, but they're not afraid to pass the ball around. They're not afraid to move it. It doesn't have to be all on one person, not just from a pressure standpoint, but from a spotlight standpoint.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, Shelby has always been, she likes to pass the ball. She's a true point guard. When she plays ball at the next level, she will be a point guard. But you know, in high school, they need her scoring ability right now. So that just helps her though.
Which, it's funny you mentioned that because I can't even remember which game it was, but there was a moment where Shelby, she was driving it in, and you could tell, I mean, she had the girl.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she had her in position, but I believe it was Kaylee or somebody about on the block or somewhere in the corner, and she just kicked it out real quick.
Yeah, she will. She loves to pass the ball. She loves to get the ball to her teammates.
And that's good for, like you were saying, going into the next level. A lot of things change. Where do you think that's taking Shelby next? College level?
Yeah.
Where do you think that's going?
She's had several offers. She's not making any decisions right now. She's just a junior, and I'm trying to help her through that process because it is a process. She's going to have a summer of travel ball under her belt this summer, and hopefully she has a big summer. So we'll see where she's kind of leaning towards a couple of schools. I'm not going to let her, because I'm not going to speak for her, but she likes staying kind of close to home, I think. We'll see. We don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
That's a good, a lot of people you'll see, they'll lock themselves down to one school or one college, and they'll commit really early, and then you'll hear about them a year or two into the program, and they hate it. They can't stand their coach. They don't like the people they're playing for.
Yeah.
So,
but there's a couple of kids that we know that are playing at these programs this year, and I told her, we just had this conversation. I said, this summer, one of our jobs is going to be to get in those kids' ears and say, okay, give us the ins and outs, or did you make the right decision, Because it's a huge life-altering decision.
Definitely, and you'll hear about all these people who are like, man, I was so good in high school. I had it right there, and then just made the wrong choice, made the wrong decision. But we're going to get, real quick, in a second, we're going to get right back into district action. you have anything else you want to say to these girls?
Go Panthers!
Any advice going into the championship for district?
Just stay focused.
That's all you can do at this point. I mean, this environment, everything changes. You're 0-0. Your record doesn't matter. Your points don't matter.
No.
Only thing that matters is this. So
It's a clean slate.
Yep. But I'm going to close it out here. We're going to bring back on Harrison Prosper and Blakely Castle to pick it up here in the second half. 53-15, Knox Central. I'm Emily Jordan closing out here. Blue and gold, it's the standard.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox.
Basket by Mills.
Already a basket right there from Shelby Mills to start off the third quarter action. Panthers lead by 40 now. Fox with the three. Airballs it long.
That'll be Shelby Mills' 18th point of the game.
Does not feel like only 18 points. Feels like it's way more. Hanai's offensive rebound rejected by Kylie Smith. Gets another block for Kaylin Smith. Parton gets three offensive rebounds back to back to back. (55-17). Lady Panthers lead here in the third quarter.
Over to Smith.
Hensley with the cut. Left-hand layup is good. Big bucket right there for the sophomore. 57-17. Lady Panthers lead with 6:55 to go in the third quarter.
By number 34, Aubrey Holland.
Aubrey Holland nails a three right there to make it 57-20. Smith sets up shop on the wing, drives left, goes up for it, no good.
Chancellor going to come down with the rebound.
Now it's Hanais who crosses the timeline with the ball. Fox tries to get it down to Chancellor, but is figured out by, wasn't Shelby Mills, it was Kenzie Henson. Came away with, kicks it up to Shelby Mills for the layup, 59-20. Holland for three, can't get it to go.
Kylie Smith going to come down with the rebound over to Shelby Mills for two. Got it.
That's a football pass right there.
Timeout, Lady Panthers. Will be a 30-second timeout.
Steve Warren's going to take a 30-second timeout, talk things over with 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Blue and gold, it's the standard.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for a halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network.
61-20. Lady Panthers lead. Now it's Hanais over to Bella Fox. Now back over to Hanais in the corner. Tries to get down to Lauren Parton, but Kaylin Smith tips it away up to Shelby Mills. Layup on Fox.
Got it.
Is good.
That's it by Mills.
8 points for her in the third quarter alone.
3-point basket by number 34, Aubrey Holland.
As Holland gets that 3 to go.
Hensley going to drive the ball for the Panthers over to Kaylin Smith.
Holland with a big 3 right there, her second of the half. Hensley wants 3 of her own.
Got it!
By Hensley.
Woo! 4:57 to go here in the third quarter. 66-23, Lady Panthers lead. A 43-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Bella Fox doesn't get the 3 to go. It's going to stay. It's actually going to go in favor of the Lady Panthers. Kaylee Gamble-Garrison and Karis Frederick will check into the game. 4:46 to go.
Shelby Smith to take the ball down the court for the Panthers. Into Kaylin Smith. Frederick for 2, not going to get it.
Up to Chancellor. Chancellor can't corral it in. We'll go for the Lady Panthers. Gabby Pilarski checks in for Kaylin Smith.
As the KC Crazies will chant, "We want Gabby."
She's already in the game.
Seems to be kind of a fan favorite tonight.
Absolutely. Pilarski gives it down to Frederick in the post. Now back over to Pilarski. Tries to get it to Kylie Smith. Tried to thread the needle right there, but Lauren Parton comes away with it. Lauren Parton goes up, out the side of the backboard. But Brianna Morgan falls on top of it.
Jump ball, Lady Wildcats.
It'll be a jump ball possession arrow, Lynn Camp. Oh, she's really small.
She's going to inbound it. Now it's Brianna Morgan. Airballs it, but Lauren Parton will come away with it and puts it back up, like I'm saying.
Number 30, Gabby Pilarski, her first.
Trinity Petrie, a 7th grader who checked into the game for the Lady Wildcats.
3 7th graders on this Lynn Camp team.
Parton gets the first free throw to go. Misses the second off the front iron.
As Pilarski will come down with the rebound and throw it over to Gamble Garrison, who's going to throw it to Shelby Smith. Over to Kylie Smith. Looking to drive into the paint. Over to Pilarski. For Gamble Garrison for 2. Not going to get it. Karis Frederick, though.
Almost a great putback right there from the 8th grader. Chancellor gives a little bump to Karis in the back, but it will stay Lynn Camp's ball. Petrie for 3, no good. Karis Frederick with the rebound. Now it's Kaylee.
Into Pilarski for 2, not going to get it though.
It's going to be a jump ball going the Lady Panthers' way.
Taking in from the Lady Wildcats. Number 32, Reagan Knuckles. Also taking in from the Lady Wildcats, 34, Aubrey Holland.
As we are in a running clock situation, 1:27 to go in the third quarter.
Looks like it's going to be a blocking foul on number 31, Kylie Smith.
Kylie Smith, her second.
That'll be her second.
Jalinda Lawrence checks in for Lily Hanais. Brianna Morgan gives it over to Petrie. Petrie over to Jalinda Lawrence. As Shelby Smith comes away with the steal. Over to Gabriel Garrison, right-hand layup, no good. But we'll stay with the Lady Panthers as the clock is dwindling down in the third quarter with 16 seconds to go. Jump ball to Kylie Smith as Karis Frederick's pass just goes wayward right there.
Looked like she was trying to get it into Pilarski, but I think she just couldn't get on top of it enough to get it go down to where she wanted it to be.
66-24, Lady Panthers lead here at the end of the third quarter. Blue and gold, it's the standard.
This
is the Blue and Gold Network.
Welcome to the Blue and Gold Network, Knox Central's premier student-led media outlet covering Knox Central sports, events, and beyond. As we celebrate 20 years on Panther Way, join us in hearing stories of past alumni, successes, and milestones. Be sure to stick around for our halftime show for interviews of notable KC coaches, teachers, alumni, and more. Thank you for being a part of the Blue and Gold Network and the Knox Central family. This is one of the only student-led broadcasts in the region. Thank you for supporting our stream and our media students. Thank you to Jeff Ketchum. Jeff, a retiree of Knox County Public Schools after 31 years, has a long history of supporting Knox Central athletics and more. Pharmacy supports Knox Central Media and the Blue and Gold Network. Visit them at 511 Knox Street in Barville or call them at 606-546-3171. Knox Professional Pharmacy is your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and prescription needs.
Thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this stream, Knox Central Media, and Athletics. Interested in college? Get up to 100% tuition covered. Find a local recruiter for more information or go to nationalguard.com.
66-24 to start the fourth quarter. Brianna Morgan with it. That's Petrie, fakes the shot on Frederick, steps back. And it will be a wayward pass. Gabriel Garrison tries to come away with it, but Morgan saves it just before it goes out of bounds, but it still ends up going out anyways.
Into Frederick to Pilarski. GG for two. Not going to get it. Going to come down with their own rebound, though. Put it back up. Still not going to get it.
Gigi just can't get those putbacks.
We have a full JV squad in for the Lady Panthers.
Jay McCreary, Karis Frederick, Gabby Pilarski, Chloe Broughton, and Kaylee Gamble Garrison.
As well as Jenna Patterson.
Jalinda Lawrence. All I can do is really just let the game talk right there as Kaylee Gamble Garrison doesn't get the layup to go as McQuarrie can't come away with it as well. Just not a whole lot of scoring for the Lady Panthers, not as much as you think there would be. They've gotten a lot of tough shots up.
Gamble Garrison down the court for the Lady Panthers. Looked like she wanted to shoot, but didn't quite go for it.
Chloe Broughton on the wing, back over to Gamble Garrison. Sets up shop in the KC until she drives left.
Into Pilarski. McCreary up for two. It's good.
Big basket from Jenna McCreary. That three just goes wayward right there. It's going to go for Knox Central.
Taking in for Lady Panthers, number 3, Haley Evans.
5:15 to go. Lady Panthers lead by 44. Gabriel Garrison goes right, gives her to McQuarrie for her second basket of the game, but she can't get it to go. As, like I said, Kayla Gabriel Garrison tried to give it to Jenna McQuarrie for her, her second shot of the night to put it in for 4 for her on the night. Doesn't get it to go. 4:52 to go. Here in the game. Chloe Broughton.
Into Pilarski. It's Gabriel Garrison for 2. Got it.
As the scoring woes from Garrison ends right there with a nice little reverse layup. Jalinda Lawrence gets it rejected. It looks like Gabby Pilarski got a finger on it right there, but that pass is going to go way over.
41, Lily Hernandez. 2 Bella Fox. 34, Aubrey Holland.
As the starting lineup for the Lady Cats will check into the game with the exception of Victoria Carnes, Lauren Parton, Lily Hernandez, Bella Fox, and Aubrey Holland check into the game. Fox drives, jumper, no good. Chloe Broughton with the rebound.
Over to Gabriel Garrison. At this point, you've got a big lead. I think they're just trying to make smart plays here.
Just got to hold on to it, nothing crazy. Gabby Pilarski. Gabriel Garrison for 3.
Not going to get it. Lincamp's going to come away with the rebound.
Hernandez over to Fox for 3. No good. As it bounced around a couple times, and Lauren Parton almost came away with the rebound. Chloe Broughton.
Into Pilarski for 2. Got it!
Gabby Pilarski gets a bucket with 3 minutes to go. Holland down the Parton. Goes up for it, rejected by McQuarrie, but it will be a foul on the floor, as I believe it is safe to say the Lady Panthers will be taking their trip to Corbin Arena next week with a win here against Lincoln. 72-24 so far the score, pending a couple baskets going either way. But a big win for the Lady Panthers. It's the postseason. Any win matters. Doesn't matter who it's against or who you're playing, what round it is. Every win in the postseason matters. Parton gets it stripped away by, looks like Gabriel Garrison and Chloe Broughton, and Hernandez is going to get it knocked away by Chloe Broughton.
Next up, we have a big game between Barberville and Pineville, which will decide who the Lady Panthers will face in the championship.
Lauren Parton gets it rejected by Jenna McQuarrie right there. As the same squad will now check back in.
15, Reed Morgan.
Chancellor down to Lawrence, but she will be fouled by Jenna McQuarrie.
Foul number 34, number 3, their second, 2/3.
Lawrence, as McQuarrie knocks it away and gets another rejection right there. 3 or 4 blocks for Jenna McQuarrie so far tonight. Gabriel Garrison tries to get it over to Pilarski, and Kaylee Evans will pick up a foul right there. As Lauren Parton, Lily Hernandez, and number 20, who is not listed on the KHSAA roster.
And number 20, Julie Grissom.
Petrie gets it tipped. McQuarrie will come away with it. Now it's going to be Kaylee Gabriel Garrison.
Garrison over to Evans, into Pilarski for 2. Not going to get it.
Chloe Broughton with the rebound. Evans takes the jumper, no good. Gabby Pilarski with the offensive rebound. Now it's Gabriel Garrison over to Evans for 3.
No good. Into Pilarski, back out to Gigi. Jenna for two is going to get rejected.
Blue and gold player of the game will be Kaylin Smith as Petrie doesn't get the the long two to go. Just scramble for the ball right now. And they're going to call a jump ball, but that's going to be the end of the game. And the Lady Panthers in the Lady Wildcats season with a 72-24 win. A big win for the Lady Panthers and Coach Warren as they're going to play on, I believe it's Thursday night, is the Girls District Championship. And they will be taking on the winner of the next game, Barberville and Pineville. Like I said, big win right there. You come away, you come out alive, and you're going to play for a district championship. You punch your ticket to the Corbin Arena. What do you think, Blakely?
You know, definitely a great game, a 48-point lead there in the end by the Lady Panthers. Kaylin Smith, a couple of great boards, and also a couple of great shots, as well as Shelby Mills, you know, had a great game, and all of the Lady Panthers really. We put up a ton of points, you know, played a good defense, got a lot of steals, did the best we could, and that was definitely a great game by the Lady Panthers.
And we will end it there, folks. And we will come back for the Barberville-Pineville Lady, the women's game. I believe it's at 8 o'clock is when tip-off is, so I think we'll have a big break beforehand. But blue and gold, it's the standard.
We all have a home at Knox Central. The culture in Knox County fuels us. It drives us to band together from all walks